Hey, what's up guys? We're here in Stockton, California in CQB City, one of the largest Northern California indoor arenas. And today we get to field test and review the latest Magpul PTS ERG by KWA.
The Magpul PTS RM4 Scout ERG, or electric recoil gun by KWA, is a well-built masterpiece with a full metal body, redesigned 3GX gearbox with a revolutionary recoil system known as a KFS, or kinetic feedback system, 9mm bearing bushings, and much more. We'll get more to the gearbox later, but for now, let's look at what this gun has on the outside. The RM4 Scout sports a 14.5-inch outer barrel with a mid-length handguard, flat-top receiver, and a whole bunch of Magpul furniture, including a fully licensed Magpul PTS receiver with unique serial numbers, engraved markings, and of course, the Magpul logo. The PTS MOE stock with recoil pad is a 5-position collapsible stock to fit all your needs. A PTS MOE pistol grip, and a PTS MOE M-Bus rear sight with 2 apertures to choose from. And both have an excellent sight picture if you choose to go without an optic and use iron sights only. Plus, a Magpul PTS MOE mid-length foregrip. This is perfect for that super cool Magpul grip to ensure the gun doesn't buck off target for maximum recoil management. And of course, a little teamwork never hurt. With the smooth matte black finish of the metal body, the feel and weight, this thing is pretty solid. The Magpul PTS furniture, and of course that heavy recoil, we rated this a 5 out of 5 for realism. Okay, so let's take a closer look at the internals of the PTS RM4 Scout. This AEG does not come apart like your standard M4, so please do not attempt if you're not 100% sure you know what you're doing. If you have any issues, please take it to an Airsoft Extreme technician for further help. The new design hop-up unit is now a one-piece made of durable ABS. The adjustment wheel feels very solid and extremely responsive while selecting from the desired hop-up. As we adjust for more hop, you can see the 2G high-performance bucking lower into the chamber and raise when we back it off. The motor is a KWA high torque that definitely delivers enough power. This new 3GX gearbox has a bearing spring guide built into the buffer tube that is connected to a buffer tube spring like a real AR and is quite stiff. The mainspring of the AEG can be easily removed without opening the gearbox and presses back against the spring guide, creating that blowback recoil. The gearbox shell itself is definitely beefier than any previous gearboxes, with 9mm bearing bushings for that ultra smooth firing. The shell is also reinforced in areas that tend to break with extra material molded right into the design. The internals lay perfectly after the gearbox is opened, and nothing shifts or pops out, so it makes any maintenance, repairs, or upgrades that much easier for any tech out there. The new design tappet plate and tappet plate spring are much stronger than previous versions for more precise loading. The new nozzle has a split at the tip which is specifically engineered for the ERG platform. The selector plate has a more refined look, feel, and functionality, with 3 individual notches for safe, semi, and full auto, making fire selection very precise. We installed just the gears and screwed the gearbox shut to examine the shimming of the gears. The gears do spin very smooth with little to no resistance. The sector and spur gears had 0 movement laterally, so they were shimmed very nice and tight, while the bevel gear had some movement, but not too bad as you don't want this gear to be super tight. Overall, the shipping was not bad straight from the factory. Here we have the cutoff lever that disables the gun when you're out of ammo. There's another small lever that actually interacts with the magazine and will hold this lever in place when you're out of ammo. As you can see, when the sector gear makes its revolution, it will interact with this cutoff and physically disconnect the electrical circuit for semi-auto. But when the small lever engages an empty magazine and the follower presses up, this clip will cut off and disable the electrical contact until the bolt release is pressed. The stainless steel torque up gear set is nice and neat and with just the right amount of grease. Not too much and not too little. The sector gear includes a nice large brass sector clip as well. This aids in proper feeding from the tappet plate and also interacting with the cutoff system. The cylinder and cylinder head unit are well constructed out of brass and ABS. The ABS cylinder head has a nice tight O-ring seal, and the brass cylinder has a notch at the very end of it to maximize the air volume for the 395mm inner barrel. The piston is a polymer design with an aluminum piston head with no porting. The polymer piston feels and performs very solid with an 11-volt LiPo, as you can see, with little to no wear as after many shots were fired. The compression of the cylinder was very strong as we tested with and without the nozzle with very good results, so we rated a 5 out of 5 for quality. The mechanical cutoff when out of ammo works extremely well, and we were very pleased with the performance. When the gun runs out of BBs, the gun stops firing as we demonstrate here. These special magazines have an extended follower to ensure every BB is fired. The magazine can also be switched from 30 or 60 rounds to further enhance the training aspect of this RM4 Scout. Simply remove the outer shell and flip the switch on the side located here. It is clearly marked so you know just how much ammo you're going to load every time. So the included 30 or 60 round magazine loads just like every standard or mid-cap magazine. You can use a stick loader or a hand loader like this. Alright, let's check out the chrono results. We used AEX 0.2 gram BBs and an 11-1 1500 mAh LiPo battery for this test. The PTS RM4 Scout shot a consistent 375-ish to about 385 feet per second and a rate of fire of 1,000 rounds per minute.
Alright guys, let's see how it does.
Into the LZs, door cutters go weapons hot, LZ is hot. Crew chiefs are down to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
CQB City in Stockton, California is roughly 20,000 square feet of indoor airsoft action. As soon as that green light goes off, you have immediate action right away. Engagement ranges were anywhere from 150 plus feet to point blank, and there's a no minimum engagement rule, so that means point blank shooting is okay. And since you are allowed to shoot point blank, this was a semi-auto only field, which is perfect since the recoil would have blurred out all the footage. The PTS RM4 Scout performed very well. I used AEX 0.28 gram non-bio BBs and an 11-1 volt 1500 mAh LiPo battery. The accuracy was very tight and my shots were right where I was aiming, scoring many hits on targets at a very rapid pace. RM4 Scout had no problems with feeding, hop-up, or trigger response. It performed just as you would expect, flawlessly. So we rated it a 5 out of 5 on performance. And at $380, we give it a 5 out of 5 for value. Okay, so let's check out the overall ratings for the Magpul PTS RM4 Scout by KWA. We gave it a 5 out of 5 on realism, a 5 out of 5 on quality, a 5 out of 5 on performance, and a 5 out of 5 on value for an overall 5 out of 5. The Magpul PTS RM4 Scout is available now for pre-order at Airsoft Extreme, so call, click, or stop on by. And thanks for watching. If you like this video, make sure you subscribe to catch up all of our videos in the future.